Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we're told that in a certain country, income tax is assessed as follows. There's no tax on income up to $10,000. Any income over $10,000 is taxed at a rate of 10% up to an income of $20,000. And any income over $20,000 is taxed at 15%. So first, in A, we're asked to sketch the graph of the tax rate R as a function of the income I. So what we have here is I on the y-axis over, R on the x-axis as a function of I on the x-axis. And we have no tax, 10%, and 15%. So 0%, 5%, 10%, and 15%. So from $0 to $10,000, there is no tax, so it is a 0% tax. Any income over $10,000 is taxed at 10%, up here, up to $20,000. Note that this does not include $10,000 itself, but it does include $20,000. And any income over $20,000, so not inclusive, is taxed at 15%. How much tax is assessed on an income of $14,000? There's no tax on income up to $10,000. And income over $10,000 is taxed at 10%. So for the first $10,000, there's a 0% tax. So that is $0. And the extra $4,000 is taxed at 10%. Which is $400. $0 plus $400 is $400. This is the total tax assessed on an income of $14,000. And finally, sketch the graph of the assessed tax T as a function of income I. This is T over I. And to do this one, what we're going to do is find some points. So there's some important points. There's 0, 10,000, and 20,000. And we can do 30,000, let's say. So this is I, income, and tax T for 0, 10,000, 20,000, and 30,000. So there's no tax on income up to $10,000, so this is 0, 0. For an income of $20,000, the first $10,000, there's no tax assessed on it. And then for $20,000, for the second $10,000, there's a 10% tax rate. And this is $1,000. For $30,000, $1,000 is taxed in total for the first $20,000, plus the next $10,000 is taxed at 15%, which is equal to 1,000 plus 10,000 times 15% is 1,500, which is 2,500. So now we have 4 points that we can plot on our graph. So we can say this is 0, 10, 20, and 30,000. And this is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So from 0 to 10,000, there's no tax. At 20,000, we are at 1,000. So that's right here at 1,000. So that point is right here. So that goes to there. And then at 30,000, we're at 2,500. So this is 1,000, 2,000, 2,500. So that goes like that. And we can see there's an increase in the slope as the tax rate goes up. And that goes off to infinity. All income over 20,000 is taxed at this new rate. So this is the graph of the tax rate, the total amount for 14,000, and the graph of the total tax, all as a function of the income.